What happened? Nope.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
and everybody be very careful about the banks right now. And here's the thing, as we're going through this crazy crisis right now, a financial crisis is about to happen. Like with the banks that are they're going through hell right now.
Yeah.
And y'all gotta understand, they're gonna make so much more money, just like they've been doing with Vogue, with Cosmopolitan, with all this stuff. They make stupid money telling y'all to do all this stupid. All this stuff that really isn't going to make y'all's lives better.
Nope.
Like the only thing that's going to make y'all's lives better is having generational wealth, pairing up with somebody that's a good teammate, so then you can move up to those next levels. Like they don't want y'all to make it out of the lower and middle income bracket, and the middle bracket's going away. We're all going to be lower brackets.
This is the conversation that I just had with my mom the other day, and sad to say, it was because of the fluctuating prices of Drake concert tickets. And not anything more important, like
right? Like global warming. But that's okay.
Yeah, but okay, so it still brought up a very important conversation.
There you go.
Because I was like, so who the showed Drake and 21 Savage my tax returns, my W9? What the? How the fuck do they know I qualify to be able to say I could pay this much for this when y'all charge me this? Over here a couple of years. Y'all either need to tell me that the venue went up on y'all so that I can know what I'm paying for or something, because right now, like, y'all are telling me to pay Coachella prices and y'all are telling me to pay 3-day festivals.
Right.
So Laura
like $1,000
$100, they're
for
like
lower,
$1,000 to $800. The 300 tickets are $600, and that's like up high.
And you know what's up? A lot of people are gonna buy those tickets, and half of those people's sons. I don't mean to say this because the majority of women do have their children. I'm not saying all women, but some of them are going to pay that $600 or that $1,000, and then they're going to pay another $200 for their fit. Then they're going to get their lashes done, their hair done, because they want to look good on the front row. And then when they get that done, they got a son at home that's in the 5th grade reading on the 2nd grade level, and tutoring costs $100.
Where did you just get that from?
Yeah,
Where
man.
did you just pull that out of? You went so left now.
I know. It hit
and
me.
you're not
when
wrong,
shit
but like,
when shit hit me, I gotta run. When shit hit me, I gotta run. It's sad because I work with these booger wolves.
Yeah, it is.
I see a lot in my job. Like my job, I work for a bank. I ain't gonna say the bank name, but when I go to work, and these women are very professional, they dress professional because we have to suit, tie, booted up. But when you go to work and you hear those little conversations in the corner, girl, I just went on Yummy website, girl. They got the wigs on sale. And I'm over there, what the f-? I said, how much you pay for it? $800. I said, stupid. And then 5 days later, I got a knot in my tire, girl. I ain't got no money to get done, man. I ain't got no gas, girl. I don't even know if I'm going to make it home today.
Well, to your face, it was just sad that I had to have that conversation. Like, a few years ago, $300 was the max or whatever the case may be. And I feel a way about that. And then you can do whatever you need to do. But now,
it's the food too. It's like even the food costs.
Yeah,
like
a hot dog, $12.
But they're like everything is shifting down. Like, so upper class is now that, and then everything like they're eliminating. It's like I told my mom that I said it's either going to be rich or poor.
Yeah, you're either.
And then it's not going to be.
It's the have and it's the have and the have not.
I said that's a sad place to be.
People aren't satisfied with being middle class anymore. Like this whole Gen Z, the stuff that they push out to Gen Z somehow, like back then, if they were pushing out stuff to like the boomers and all that, and Gen X, like it was their stuff. Now it's like everything that they really make for Gen Z goes to every generation. And so it's like, okay, so we're getting that, and it's like, yeah, okay, Gen Z, they're all about inclusivity. They're all about this. We're all about that. Okay, and a lot of us, we didn't grow up on that same stuff. So it's like now they're trying to bring that, and they're trying to make that, our problems. They're trying to make that, okay, well, now you gotta change this. You gotta change the way you identify this. You gotta change the way you do this. And like Gen Z, they only want to be rich because that's all is marketed to them. So now, instead of that just being a Gen Z thing, it's now like,
it's always been marketed to everybody. I can go back to the movie Fight. I can go back to the movie Fight Club, and like even in the movie Fight Club, he talks about in one of the speeches, he's like, "Oh, we were all raised that we were going to be rock stars and movie stars and like all this stuff, and it's just a big lie." Society has always had men that were disenfranchised and like weren't going to be able to make it. Like the thing is, y'all got to realize 1 in 4 guys don't have kids. That's like back in history, 800 or 8,000 years ago, it was 1 in 16 men had children. Now it's 1 in 4 actually have children. So most guys have always felt, a little bit out of it. But the difference is now with social media and every influencer being right there in your face, you think that you can have what everybody else has because you see it every day. But when we were young, like I'm 32, so like when I was young, dude, like I didn't get to see what the rock stars or what the movie stars were doing every day. As soon as you can start seeing what people were doing every day, you could see the bling they were buying, and it everybody's heads up.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, I can have this too.